I'm here playing World of Tanks. Welcome to my new tank, the 59 Patton. This is the Chinese Tier 8 Premium Medium, I've got to make these things easier to say, tank in the game, and I just purchased it after daring a whole bunch of you to like my comment in Aging Jedi's video of this tank, which went up a couple of days ago. I said if 10 of you like that comment, I'll buy one and do a video. So here it is. So, big weak spot on top. That commander's hatch with a massive machine gun port on it. I'm going to try and cover it up by putting my tank here. So hopefully, I mean, I do have pretty darn good armour on the front of this tank for a medium tank. Got 100mm on the chassis, I think it is, and also a very strong turret, except for that massive weak spot. So I think, you know, they're going to take shots at me here, and I'll be surprised. I mean, tier 10s, you know, they might well pen me actually, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to sit tight for another minute or two, and hopefully RU-251 or something can spot me something to shoot. Because right now I'm not having any joy whatsoever. Okay, I'm going to try and shoot through this gap here at this guy. A couple of shots go screaming into the RU-251. Good choice, RU-251. Back off. So this is not my first game in it. I've played a few games and it has so far been a little underwhelming. That weak spot is so obvious that you probably only played 10 games in World of Tanks and you'd realise that that is probably a weak spot on top. It's just a great big flag saying shoot me, shoot me, and pushing ridgelines with it when you're directly in front of other tanks is very difficult indeed, because you might not even see any of their tank, but they can see that monstrosity sticking above the ridgeline. So in that regard, it is not very good at pushing ridgelines. It's good at running ridgelines when you're running across a ridgeline, because it's very difficult to hit. It's quite a small target, and if you're tracking the shot, you'll be very lucky indeed if you can hit it. So just don't get into a direct fight with tanks directly in front of you, because they're just going to shoot at that thing all day long. Look at that, we're nearly 2 and a bit minutes into a game and no one's lost a tank yet. That's amazing if you ask me. Okay, switching, trying to switch. I think he might come back out of there. Come on, little RU-251, do me a favour. Do me a solid favour. Now they got quite a few tier 10s. They got a couple of those Grill 15s. They're up in the north. Right now, this feels like the best place for me to be. Sat here in the middle. We've got our T-32, who's just died. That's that flank gone. Okay, I'm gonna come up behind these bushes here and wait for one of these tanks to reveal themselves before I bug out and try and defend the cap from the buildings behind the cap. Get a nice little hit into the WZ-111. This does have pretty good stats on the move, this gun turret combination. It's pretty accurate on the move. You can see my reticule isn't blooming that much. Can I get shots on? Oh, there's a spick. I'd like to shoot at him. But I'm going to go towards this hard cover over here. See if we can defend this base from incoming fire. I think the T-49 on the ridge over there, they're all going to rely on me to detect enemy vehicles coming in. And the good thing about pulling along the right hand side of a building like this, or the building's left hand side, but hugging it with the right hand side of my tank, is I can cover up some of this commander's hatch. Patience. Patience pays off. Sometimes games don't have to be that exciting to be a good game of tanks. You play smart and hopefully something good comes of it. Oh, straight into the windmill. You muppet, Plum. You do something good and then you do something totally stupid. Should have taken more of a snapshot of that guy. Got no mods installed, I'm afraid, so I can't tell you what just shot me. Although I've got a good idea what it was. Get another shot into the WZ. My quick reload, it's approximately 6 seconds, is very good. So he's ducked down into cover. The team has cleared out the north, so now all they've got left is the WZ. So I'm just going to let these guys catch up a little bit before I start shooting. Now I'm going to go for it. I'll take some shots on the move. Maybe we can get lucky with a kill shot. Not likely. Look at our team. Well, that was safe play by me on that occasion. Let's have another game in it and see if we can't be a little bit more aggressive and hopefully get slightly better matchmaking. I don't think you can blame me for being a bit hesitant in that situation. I mean, what I said earlier about going up on ridge lines, if I went up to the north, that's the kind of engagement it is. It's kind of this kind of engagement up at the north. And that really doesn't help the 59 Patton at all. So staying down there where I could cover it up seemed like the right move. It's a shame there weren't more enemy tanks down there to actually engage, but when we saw them, we shot them. I'm just disappointed I didn't hit the SPI-C, SP1C. Is it IC? It's 1C, isn't it? But still, it's a premium tank. Unfortunately, that was my daily double, so not the best result. But that's XP in the kitty and 34,000 in the bank. Let's take it out again. See what matchmaking we get. I've had a look at it on Tankopedia, so not looking at the armor values of the tank, just looking at the statistics of the handling and the gun, and I don't think it came green on anything. Now, there was something it came green on. Traverse. It's got the joint top traverse speed, so you can twist and turn that chassis as well as any other tier 8 premium medium tank, so it's got that on its side. Everything else a little underwhelming. It has had buffs recently. They've increased the standard ammunition penetration. I think it was the worst in its class, something like 170, and now it's up to 190, so it's no longer the worst, it's more middly. It's always going to help, isn't it? So we've got better matchmaking this time, tier 9. So if I want to keep buildings on my right hand side, I need to go down this right hand edge, so I can maybe, if I have to, side scrape some of these buildings in the come on, move, in the village over here. Who have we got going over here? We've got the Mutz, the new Batchat, T55A and an FCM 50T. That's a good spread. Got the medium tanks pushing the village, the heavy tanks going to town. I've no doubt been detected. Let's try and get into some slightly lower ground if we can. Now, angle this thing, and it's pretty strong frontally. Probably stronger than most medium tanks. It is very hard to pen this turret. This frontal armour here is terrific. It is just that god-awful little spaceship stuck on top that frankly ruins the tank almost, because you're always aware of it. It's like you've got a massive mole on your face and you just know everyone's looking at it. Is he looking at me? Tracked him. Let's try and get my horrible bit behind a building and do some of the stuff I said I'd do. A little bit low. Is he waiting to do his tracks? So the reload is great on this. I can wait a few seconds, get a shot in. I think he'll bounce if he does fire at me again. Did he bounce? I'm not sure. Need to get some of those little friendly mods installed. So the T44 is down. IS-6. Not much else has been detected over here. The E-50's over here on the enemy side. So I'm going to push up because there's a lot of friendly tanks behind me. If they see a tank moving up, they're always more inclined to also move up. Try and angle a little bit coming through this gap. If there's an enemy tank down there, particularly that T25/2, he's probably going to struggle. No, he's there. I think that might have bounced off maybe his gun mantlet, I don't know. But it most certainly bounced. Ah, what hit me then? E50 shot me in the butt. That's not even funny. Am I clear at the... Yeah, I'm clear of my butt now. Get the kill shot on the T25/2. Right, let's get some repairs going. He actually killed my loader. use a full repair kit for my I've got all these things laying around in my garage that I never use, like large first aid kits that just don't get used, and you know, I'll start using them on a tank that could really stay more mobile than it actually is. Come on, give me another glimmer. Firing out of frustration. Don't think I'll get detected firing through bushes that are that far away. The IS-6 is still somewhere over there. Okay, I'm going to risk pushing up to the next building just to get shots across the map at this E50. Oh no, 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 no. Tiger 2. I'm going to keep shimmying a bit, I just do not want to take a shot. I'm a one shot now. Phew, thanks team. Okay. It was the E50 in the end. That building just was not big enough. I needed a bigger building so I could turn and pivot. I'm the only tank dead. But we did kill 2 tanks, I suppose. This game. They're swarming in now, and the E50 is probably doing the right thing on the enemy. He's just going to go looking for our artillery. He's thinking that's game over. Who are we following? We're in city now, following the Panther 88. Well, let's see if our mutts can actually work over the E50. He has done. He's going to probably take a hit in return. Ooh, that was close, one of our own tanks. Right. Shoot him in the butt. Sweet revenge. Have that E50. The IS-6 is taking it now. Oh, this would be a good position now for any tank at the end of the game, just to snipe shots, but it's a reasonably accurate gun. It's not a bad accuracy, it's just not fantastic. It's just, you know, you'll hit things that fill the reticule pretty reliably. And you'll hit them jolly quickly because it's that 6.5 second reload is very, very good. Back up Centurion. Our Mutz wants to have a last shot. Did he get him? Yes, he did. I like these Mutts. I like it because it's just got a bear on the side growling. Little things like that that make me happy. Anyway, third class mastery. Blimey. So 742, nearly in the top 5 finish on that one. Didn't do a lot of damage in the end, damage wise. I'm way down here, but taking that couple of quick successive hits really put the Jiminy Willikers up me to sit back and not be too aggressive. If I had more hit points at the end, I might have been a bit more aggressive towards the Tiger 2 and the IS-6, knowing that my team was behind me. Like many of the other games I've had in this tank, it can be a little bit frustrating. I certainly don't regret buying it because it does turn over nice profits, and it's nice to have another shiny tank in the garage, of course. So let's have a quick look at Tankopedia and see what its stats are like compared to the other Tier 8 premium tanks in the game, which there are lots. So here we are in Tankopedia. These are all the Tier 8 premium medium tanks in the game, and there's actually more than I thought there would be. I'm highlighting the 59 Patton. If it's green like this T34-3, means it's got the best, or the highest number. It's not always the best. I mean, look at the weight. The Super Pershing comes out as the best weight. It's not the best weight, it's the heaviest, which is good if you're ramming, but not so much for everything else. So nearly all of these, green is the best. So the 59 Patton, it's got 1400 hit points. It has received buffs lately. I don't know if they gave it a hit point buff, but that's good. There's a couple that are at 1300, so that's definitely acceptable. Damage, this is the standard shell damage, and it's 240, which is not that great when you compare it to the T34-3 and the M4A1 Revolution, that one, which is 390, but it compares favourably with all of the other tanks, so it's not unremarkable. Damage per minute is pretty good actually, 1920. It's not quite as good as the Panther 88, but it's certainly getting there, and it's better than most looking at those numbers. This is the standard shell penetration. It used to be a lot lower than this. think it was 170, which made it joint worst, I think, with the Super Pershing. Now it's up to 190, which is now still not terrific, but it's a lot better than it was. The premium shell ammunition, which is the heat on the 59 Patton, puts you up to 250, which is pretty good considering the best is 275. But you do get slightly slower rounds with the heat, and you don't get the normalization that you get with APCR, so there are trade-offs against having APCR. And then the alternative shell, which would be the regular high explosive, is 45, which is about the same as all the rest, so that's fine. Accuracy, dispersion at 100 meters, is 0.36, the best being 0.32 on the Panther. Look at the Panther, he's got green, green, green. That must be quite a decent tank. I should have bought a Panther. 59 Patton though, 36, so acceptable. You're not going to complain too much. The aim time of 2.3 is also acceptable considering the best is only 2.1, so it's negligible. Let's switch over to these others, and this is more to do with the tank chassis and view range and so forth. And we finally get some green. They've increased the view range now to 400, which is best in class, and we've also got the Traverse, which is best in class at 46. The weight is 36 tons, which is pretty heavy. Probably more important is the power to weight, which is 14.3, which is not terrific. It doesn't feel that bad driving it. That doesn't sound like a great number, but it doesn't feel that bad actually. It feels more like about a 16 or a 17 rather than a 14. It's just my instinct on it. It certainly is no AMX Chasseur de Chars. Top speed is limited to 50, and the Traverse, that said, is that. So 44 for the turret Traverse is pretty good. So circling enemy tanks and manoeuvring around enemy tanks at close range is favourable in the 59 Patton, as long as they're not aiming at your cupola. But if you're moving, that's pretty hard to hit. So there she is, the 59 Patton. Let's roll back to the garage. A fairly unremarkable Tier 8 premium medium tank. As always, the premium tanks should not be better than their regular counterparts in the regular tech tree, and that rule applies here. It certainly doesn't feel particularly special in any regard. I can imagine when you're top tier, it is a lot of fun bouncing enemy shots. As long as you've got this thing either covered by a very well positioned piece of building or something, and you can still shoot quite clearly, like I did in the first game, aiming through a window, so this just gets nullified. Shooting at tier 7s and tier 6s, and they're shooting at you, they're just going to have a hell of a time trying to pen this turret. It is very, very strong indeed. And equally so the chassis, which when you angle it thus, becomes very, very difficult to pen. It's just that if that wasn't on there, this tank would be hands and feet so much better. But it's there, and it's a compromise, and so you just got to learn to live with it. Like a mole on the face, you just got to learn to live with it. Unfortunately, you can't cover it up, although you can sometimes. Yeah. So for the eagle-eyed amongst you, you might notice there's another new tank in my garage. The FV420TP. There she is. Bought that at the same time I bought the 59 Patton. I splurged. I just thought, I need to spend some money on myself. I've been working very hard the last couple of months, and I've treated myself. I think in my mind, that's a bit of birthday money been spent on these two tanks that I got for my birthday last month. So thank you for your birthday wishes on Facebook. Any of you who left them, I did read them. Thank you very much. I'm really rubbish at Facebook. I think I'm a certain age, I'm just rubbish at it. Don't check it often enough, but yeah, thank you for your wishes. So I'll be playing that again very soon indeed, because it was a pretty decent tank. I quite enjoyed the FV. I think I have better games in it than the 59 Patton. I'm not sure what that says, but I've only had a couple of games in each. Can't really draw a conclusion yet, but 59 Patton, should you buy it? It's on special at the moment. If you've got Chinese crews and you want a medium tank to train them in, yes, it is not a bad machine. It is not a great machine, but it is not bad. So take from that what you will. If you've got money to burn, buy one. If you don't, choose another one. Perhaps the Panther 88 looks like a rather good bet looking at those numbers. You might get along better with it. But if you're a collector, yeah, sure, grab one today. Thanks for watching, everyone. That's a kind of a mini review of a tank. A review of a tank by me. Whatever next? Where's Plum? What have you done with him? you've seen my trailer, I'm the other guy. There's two of us, you know, twins, like in that movie with Christian Bale. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Keep your heads down, drink plenty of water, and I will play World of Tanks again very soon indeed. Take care. Bye bye.